and welcome. At last there's a ray of hope with the Garden State of Victoria showing commendable leadership through permanently banning the eco-terrorism of fracking. While long overdue, this welcome prohibition represents the thin end of a wedge that needs driving deep into the vampire heart of this malignant industry. It's vital to note that Victoria's noble effort needs all the massed community support possible in order to carry through and rid the rest of the nation of this foul ecocide. Word of the important breakthrough immediately flashed around the nation and throughout the global anti-fracking community, featuring prominently on social media and heading up alternate news reports, but unsurprisingly is obscured by the craven shills of mainstream press and propaganda radio and TV. Mainstream media exists to disrupt, degrade and distort factual news via their ongoing perception management and corporate scripted disinformation. A financial measure of how frantic this evil empire is to keep from being exposed is that the ongoing cost of hounding Julian Assange now runs into the region of £15 million, some £11,000 per day. Another astronomical waste of public money disappears into the black hole investigation of Edward Snowden and persecuting New Zealand's Kim.com. These truly heroic guardians of truthful reporting and human rights defenders are ludicrously labelled as terrorists. But we all know perfectly well who the real terrorists are. Nevertheless, the transparently phony war on terror recurrently warns of the omnipresent threat of terrorists skulking under every bed, lying in wait at the next corner, forever lurking in the shadows. A pathetically threadbare nonsense put out by the insidious architects of distraction. These information manipulators tirelessly strive to maintain their perverted version of reality, but in spite of their increasingly desperate efforts, they continually lose credibility. Increasingly, ever more people see through their obvious propaganda, realising that terrorists are not lurking under beds, but they are openly disposing the neurotoxic industrial waste of fluoride into public drinking water in unlawful defiance of overwhelming community demand to cease and desist. The real terrorists are globally polluting the skies with toxic chemtrails while destroying the entire environment with ecocidal fracking. This hidden in plain sight terrorism is readily identifiable when viewed in a context that is undistorted by the radical misdirection and calculated deception of mainstream media. Another vicious terrorist attack coming on like an express train is the rollout of 5G communications technology, blasting out untested ultra-high frequency microwave radiation from 24 up to 100 gigahertz or more in disregard of the known human health, ecological and environmental impacts. No standards are implemented, no testing, just a headlong charge to deploy the absolute maximum array of towers bristling with antennas that can aim weaponized signals with lethal precision and devastating effect. This is taking place in spite of a $25 million peer-reviewed study concluding wireless radiation directly causes cancer. Medical research confirms a multitude of serious effects and debilitating symptoms that industry proponents either refuse to address or simply lie about. Thousands of reliable studies confirm the known and inevitable harm. World health authorities classify microwave radiation as a Class 2B carcinogen, an incontrovertible fact known and understood by the medical mafia and the telecommunications industry. But just as with the neurotoxic poison of fluoride and the rampant ecocide of fracking, the criminals masquerading as government forge ahead with their unconcealed program of unremitting genocide. This socio-psychopathic governance has made schools and hospitals among the most exceedingly dangerous places to be, begging the question, what sort of leadership would knowingly present such a lethal threat to the hospitalised infirm and defenceless schoolchildren? The deadly peril of this demonstrably damaging high-frequency electromagnetic radiation, added to the countless other ongoing crimes against humanity, cannot be overstated. I don't report this as fear porn, but rather an urgent alert that might hopefully prompt remedial action from those comprehending the seriousness of the situation. I began this report with the upbeat news of Victoria banning fracking. However, I strongly emphasise that this pivotal outcome was only compelled as a result of overpowering public pressure. This tentative beginning must be solidly reinforced, unrelentingly sustained, and carried forward by us all. Thank you for watching.